Yes, I admit it. This little mini-series is a touch impractical. The idea of going to the American public and saying, would you like to chuck it in? Voluntarily, what society ever has had a political system and then been happy to have a revolution, even when not forced to, bring it forward, because it's coming anyway. The revolution's coming, but let's get in 50 years early and have a more well-organised revolution rather than a messy one. What other country has ever done that? Well, Australia. Before 1901, I only thought of this just before, after having made the episode that's just gone by and the episode that's coming up. So I'm putting this one in between, like meat in a sandwich. And Australia did that. I hadn't thought of that. We had a political system prior to Australia. In 1900, there was no Australia. And then we just created one. So it can be done. But asking America to do that, there'd be a little bit of pushback. Some people are into all that, flag waving stuff. There'd be some people that would say yes, let's do it. Let's just pack it in and make a new republic. There'd be some Malcolm X types, not Martin Luther King types. Martin Luther King was into the republic, as far as I can tell, because he wanted civil rights, within the republic, So I think he was a big fan of the republic. But was Malcolm X, and I have never really studied Malcolm X and all that sort of stuff, and Marge. But would he have said, yeah, let's get rid of it, and make a new republic, or something else altogether, a kingdom maybe, or an empire, but look, yes, this little mini-series, parts 1, 2 and 3 of a second American Revolution, or whatever I'm going to call it, I haven't decided yet. This little mini-series is a touch impractical, because I think there'd be a tiny bit of pushback if you suggested just get rid of it all. Let's start again. Whatever, what civilization ever, has decided, look, Australia is not a good example. Nah, it's not. Nah. Whoever, just decided to have a revolution before they were forced to, people don't tend to do that. You don't voluntarily dob yourself for a revolution. Not often, anyway. Not since 1901 has anyone done that. Look, a few people have done that. Actually, it's happened quite a lot. When I think about it, every country who has won independence from Britain, they've all voted for a revolution, change of political system. And a lot of those have been, with the Queen's blessing. The Queen was quite happy to get rid of them. In most cases, many cases, I don't know. I think the Queen was pretty happy for us, that she got rid of us. As a millstone around her neck and all that sort of stuff. I'm sure a lot of the African countries too, she was saying, oh, good luck to you, Kenya. I haven't studied that one. I think that was about when I was born, Kenya. But I could be wrong. 1963? Oh, see, I've got things flying around in my head. Kenyatta, I think, is the president of Kenya now, and he was a big deal in 1963, but a different Kenyatta. Is that right? And I think he just disappeared, got killed or something. Did he get abducted or something? Someone who was going, a big noise in the direction of the idea of an independent Kenya. I don't know, Kenyatta, I think, is a very famous name, nothing to do with what I'm talking about here. All right, so, yeah, so, yeah, it's a big call to make, to ask the Americans whether they think it's not necessarily a bad idea to put away the Republic and make another one, or make it an empire or something, the Holy American Empire, like the Holy Roman Empire. They could make one of those. They're pretty into Christianity. But, people usually have to be dragged kicking and screaming to a revolution, in the same way that people usually have to be dragged kicking and screaming to a treaty, for example. Has there ever been anyone sign a treaty without being forced to? Maybe we'll be the first people to do that too here in Australia, because that's been suggested, actually. I don't know whether the answer to that is yes, there has been, but my gut feeling is that maybe no one's ever signed a treaty in history without having been forced to. But this might be another first for Australia. We might end up signing a treaty with the Indigenous peoples of Australia, the first people to ever do that. That would make us look very sophisticated. We've had a few firsts, but I've mentioned those in the past, so I won't bother mentioning those again. Wi-Fi was a good one. Yeah. Anyway, that'll do. This is just this has been the meat in the sandwich, part 2.